Indeed I shall. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the buffet, where we are going to fill up on all the mozzarella sticks here in deepest, darkest Guyanese, equatorial Mongolia. I am very attractive, and with me as always is the man who played Bosnians No Go to the Beach, Michael Megas.
I mean, I feel offended that it was a Bosnian thing and not a Carpathian thing.
I mean, I was going to start a whole hashtag no beaches for Bosnia thing.
Croatians did make sure that was not going to be a thing.
I came up with that last night.
You want beachfront property? Nah, fam. That's ours.
You got to pay a toll. I came up with that last night. I was like, I'll never remember that. And then immediately fell asleep and woke up and was like, aha, I remember.
There you go. It's always good when you remember the stuff you come up with before you go to bed.
Correct.
I'm having to use the still half dead headset for this race, so I'm getting all the sound in the right ear and nothing in the left ear. This is
Are you saying that you're not down with the sickness?
Well, right now I'm down with the allergies. That's for sure.
Nice. Oh, by the way, I've got a fan running in the background, so if that's making any noise, let me know. If you guys can hear it and it's annoying or weird.
I'm not hearing anything. So
okay, cool.
Unless the chat brings it up.
Well, I don't care about them.
We are copacetic.
Chat could go take a flying donut over a rolling parkway thingamabob.
That would be interesting.
Indeed. Try not to get us demonetized right away. Although we can't be monetized until we get like 400 more subscribers. So everybody subscribe, goddammit.
Yeah, bring us a subscription so we can get monetized, and then Byron can get us demonetized.
Yeah, we'll see how fast I can get us demonetized.
Yeah, it's the challenge. I'm personally thinking within the first minute, to be honest.
Oh, if it's 10 seconds or less, I'm not doing my job.
If it's not 10 seconds or less, it's free.
Yeah.
I lost a bet with Sean's wife about the new Tex Talks Battletech video about the Marauder.
Oh, really?
We were taking bets on how long it would take him to bring out the bagpipes and the black watch, and I lost.
Why, you said like 10 minutes or less?
I took the under 30 minutes. She took the over.
Yeah, it did take him a little while to get there, but it was worth it.
Indeed. I knew it was coming because I'm like, the Marauder is a black watch mech. This is gonna happen.
And they go into every battle playing God Save the Queen.
I had to go back and watch the Exodus to Elementals video series again just to get back to the Elizabeth Hazen bit of So we're here for the multi-community Porsche event. Us, Esport Racing Argentina, Tugas, Raceroom Club America was involved in this. I don't think they really are anymore. And then, of course, us, ESR. We're at Monza, Temple of Speed. And
I thought this was the Temple of Doom.
Temple of Speed. This is the fastest track, I think, in the game, actually.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Temple of Meth.
I mean, that's in New Mexico somewhere, I think.
That's probably accurate.
I think we call that the Walter White Dome. Tobias TH rolling around. I gotta check with Charger if he wants to do the RGC or whatever, the Global Championship. See if he wants to get on that commentary again. People enjoyed his commentary, and I think people enjoyed Javier's commentary as well. So
excellent.
Diversification is not a bad idea.
Michael refused to do commentary with me this week until Thursday, so I bullied Javier into taking the job.
I mean, it required very little bullying. I'm surprised it took so little bullying.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, so, okay. So since we're doing practice right now, and obviously we don't have a lot to talk about racing-wise, people are just kind of dialing their times in, making any adjustments to their setup and so on. I have simulated wrestling news from the Dougland, who I'm still trying to get to post in the Discord, but he's a lazy fucker.
What a prick. Just copy-paste everything he posts and then add him.
Anyways, we have a 6-man title shot in New Japan against Will Ospreay's Dominion stable, which hold the belts.
Excellent.
We earned it, and our third man was going to be the one true Kyle, and they injured the one true Kyle. We're
Damn
angry
it.
about that. And for a while, Will Ospreay was like laughing at us and telling us, "Is it going to be serious now? Is it going to be? Are you guys taking this very seriously?" We've been like, "No, we don't take this seriously." He's like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "I mean, we have a secret weapon. You know, we don't need to be serious when things are preordained." And he's freaking out. And he started freaking out after like a month of us just like basically being completely unconcerned about the fact that one true Kyle got hurt and basically denying that Lance Storm was going to be our third partner. And finally the day comes out, and we come out, we got a mic, and you cut a little, promo about how he's going to pay for one true Kyle's injury and all that. And then you hand me the mic. I'm like, because there are certain things that are certain in life: death, taxes. And then we just go quiet for a bit, lights go out, and then all you hear is Skrull beats Ospreay.
We got to get Christopher Daniels involved at some point.
At some point, yes. So yes, we are the 6-man champions with Marty Skrull now.
Nice. And can we do a gimmick where we're not refusing to defend the titles, but they have to beat us in a chicken wing eating contest?
yeah, it's actually,
and they get like turkey legs. We'll get regular ass chicken wings, and they'll get like turkey legs, and they have to match us.
They have to match us turkey leg for chicken wing.
Yep.
So I thought that was a good little highlight from the Douglan's adventures in booking professional wrestling.
Very enjoyable.
Oh, Vic Vega going shortcutting through Redifilio.
Are you calling him a redophile?
Also known as Variante Primera or Variante Redifilio. It's used interchangeably. We'll just call it the first chicane.
Oh, the chicanery and chicotomy.
I feel like there's got to be some track in Canada that actually has the Shikumi chicane. I mean, that feels like that's got to happen.
It's probably in Pooskoopi.
Maybe. Make it part of the Calabogie racetrack. There you go.
Bogey, quick on your 6. Oh, that pushed it. Tobias disqualified. He wiggled on the corner.
Oh, he's got a purple first sector. Means he's faster than Josiah through that first sector. That's pretty damn good. Although it looks like he may have violated the track limits and lost the lap time. Mateus Gonzalez. Oh boy! Mateus overheating it a little bit in Variante Ascari. Pedro Magalesh. By the way, the OFC has signed the first Magalesh to a OFC contract.
Is it Omar Magalesh? Or perhaps
it is not.
Ruslan Magalesh?
It is Mauricio Magalesh.
Wow.
So, combination of Shogun Hua and Vinny Magalesh, maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
Should have the all Magalesh open weight tournament.
The weird thing is, I don't think you even have to do open weight, because most of the Magaleshes are all like 205, 185ers, basically.
I thought there was a couple that were like really light.
Not that I can think of. Most of them are like kind of in that middleweight to light heavyweight range. So you could probably just have like a light heavyweight tournament of them. All the ones that made the UFC, anyways. I'm sure there's some flyweight Magalesh out there that I'm just not familiar with. I'm not super up on the Brazilian MMA scene in general.
It's all gone downhill since Igor Vovchanchyn stopped fighting there.
Well, no, it's just difficult to find the footage, frankly, and a lot of it tends to be not like amazing because when there's no regulation, which basically Brazil has, let's face it, no regulation when it comes to MMA.
I don't think they regulate anything, to tell you the truth.
Not really anything, but you get a lot of just like kind of squash matches, unfortunately, on the card. So there's not a ton of like super intriguing ideas there.
Let's see.
Tobias TH is up 3/10 heading into the third sector. See if he could take that all-important top practice spot, which actually is not all that important, if we're being honest.
Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you boy, the RWB Charger is in chat.
Oh yeah. Charger, you up for commentary tomorrow, sir?
Don't do it, it's a trick. Also, he'll be streaming anyway, so he's going to ignore you.
Do it, Charger. Do it. Charger tends to stay up like really, really late, so we can probably accommodate it after the streaming. Three-man weave. Ah, Tobias to the top of the time charts. Interesting. Tobias has shown off like little glimpses of very good speed, and if he can just put everything together, he would probably have some big interesting days. Will today be that day? We're gonna find out. We're gonna see. But right now he's got about a half-second breathing room back to Josiah Jerome. A little bit more than that to Magalesh and Gonzalez with Luciano Echazo towards the rear. Martin, do we have any new names, new faces today, or just the same old?
Not that I can see as far as right now on the server.
I got bourbon down the wrong pipe, and I'm going to talk like Sam Elliott for the rest of the evening.
I mean, I don't see the downside of this.
I like your style, dude.
The dude abides.
Which pipe the air in my... I'm now naturally aspirated there, Charger.
Alexander Martins putting up a not particularly great lap right here, but maybe it's just a banker. This is a very low downforce circuit, so everyone will probably be looking to get their wings as low as possible before race time. Maximize straight line speed.
So that D-John's from upcountry.
It is.
Allegedly.
Although he's from down country, so.
You're not wrong. It is pretty down as far as countries go. Let's see, he's racing as a privatard.
Oh, he's representing ESR here. He's had has not had a great series to date. I'm actually going to pull up the standings here so I can have a look at that. I seem to recall thinking that it's been a bit of a disappointing run for Dennis Johnson. And, yeah, I'd have to confirm that. He's only got 4 top 10s to his name in the series. Oh, 5, pardon me. And he's got in 14th place in the overall standings.
Well, I mean, that's better than me.
Which, for him, is a bit of a downslide because he's been very good. Guess I'll give the top 10 rundown here standings wise. Joaquin Juan Urena leading the way with 528 points to Josiah Jerome's 501. Guido de Palma's on 361. Ariel Zatoni 356. Pedro Magalesh 340. 254 for Leo Gomez Martinez. 252 for our favorite whipping boy, but it's from a place of good sport and love. Roman Barthez. Mateus Gonzalez, 238, 179 for Scott Nick, and 170 for Luciano Echazo.
Hey, Lucia.
ESR leads the community standings 824 to 707 for for Esports Argentina. Tugas is on 73 and RCA is on 12.
And I have 97 points. But all of them are for style.
All style points. I mean, there are racing events in the world that use style points, and you would do very, very well.
Just do a donut on every corner.
You did miss because you let Javier do the enduro.
I didn't let anything. You wanted me to quit my job.
I did not.
Commentary.
I asked if it was possible because I didn't know when you got home.
Well, I'm home all the time. I work from home.
When you're off work.
4 p.m.
And you missed Matt Higgs's Porsche doing a handstand. Did a keg stand all wrong.
Very nice.
Got to teach that boy how to drink.
I'll be down for that. I can show you how to hustle.
Josiah Jerome might have a bit of improvement here. Hasn't changed his flag in a while.
Well, I mean, there's only so many of the islands, man.
I mean, there's islands. He's not done yet.
Like Cuba.
And Raceroom does actually have a very, very, very large selection of national flags, I have noticed. So, you can keep going forever, I think.
He knows that once he uses the Cuban flag, we're just going to call him a communist.
Well, he's got the Cuban flag in ACC.
That doesn't count. That's not a real game. Not enough C's.
Oh, Raceroom's only got one C.
Yeah, but they didn't just go out of their way to add a C, did they? They just spelled their name that way.
I mean, Raceroom has a lot of R's, of course, because the full name is Raceroom Racing Experience. Triple R-E.
I believe the question stands, are you race-experienced?
I have to go deal with something with my dad.
Wow.
I should be back.
Beat him to death.
Before. I mean, I might.
Give him a hurricane runner for me. Well, this will be fun because I'll be entertaining, but not for like long stretches at a time. Maybe we should have got a professional in here like Charger. He and I could do commentary. I still do think it's interesting that our livery is the Marlboro Cigarettes livery without the name on there, but that is the color scheme. That's all I think of when I see that is old school Marlboro Man advertisements in magazines when I was very young.
What did I miss?
Not much. Mike had to go deal with the thing, so I'm being entertaining.
Oh, okay. I just got back.
Well, you should probably go for coffee.
Not yet. I just came back from work.
Just came back to say goodbye. Solo commentary, very nice. That's making me laugh. I like. Welcome to the cultured commentary of Biron Gigante. For I am multilingual and multinational, but only to a limited degree on all of those things. Here we are on the most dangerous stretch of track known to mankind, where they are only allowed to go 1,000 kilometers per year. I think that'd be funny if they broke down speeds into like per year instead of like per hour.
I wouldn't move very fast, would it?
Well, no, it'd all work out like mathematically. It would all work out the same. So if you're going like 100 miles an hour, you just work out like how long it would take per year, So it's all the same speed, but you just read it different.
Yeah. Only 15 drivers on the server so far. I think we're expecting about 21 or more, hopefully. We'll see.
Sounds like a plan. Welcome to the land of mozzarella sticks. The sideways Mexico flag is in effect.
Hey, where is Sean? Sean fan club. You know, whatever his name was. Not Sean.
Scott? Oh,
And
I don't
his
know.
name was Sean.
I haven't seen him in like weeks.
Couple of races now, right?
Yeah, at least 2 or 3.
Oh, we need to get on that, Sean. Scott,
Well, I mean, it's kind of hard to cheer for Scott because he's, like that.
Like what?
I'll just leave that, just let that kind
Just
of
leave it like
float
that.
out. Yeah. I'm assuming he's racing. He just hasn't qualified or turned into a hot practice lap yet.
For now, but there's a few fights at the top. Now that you mentioned it, but I'll wait for Byron to bring
me.
up the. Sorry, the other commentary. You know that other guy.
The other one.
The other one. Yeah. The one that's missing from that.
Correct.
So yeah, there is a few fights happening. With Josiah Jerome and Joaquin Arena. That should be interesting.
I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa.
I don't know about ESR today. We're missing Serge, Guido de Palma, Richard. Kerry should be there. Kerry Arnaud, he's gonna be there last minute.
Well, you already turned into practice lap, so he's number 9 on the list.
Oh, Kerry's there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
How come I don't? Oh, there he is. Okay. I was looking at the director and somehow I missed him.
Alexandre, why you do this? Perhaps he went walking after midnight. I haven't listened to that song in forever. That's going to be in my head, like, for the rest of the evening. Good old Patsy Cline.
So you'll be happy to know that the next race for the Group 2, Scirocco, has a turn that is extreme high chance of rolling.
Ooh, very nice.
Very, very easy. I did a dozen lap yesterday to try it out, and I rolled it about 3 times. So I'm adamant it's gonna happen to one of us.
I maintain that we should do like a 2-lap sprint on Macau.
Oh god.
Like 2 laps, that's all. Like, no more. It's almost like a last man standing. Fastest last man standing match you've ever seen.
Alright, Scott finally joined.
Hey, Scotch. Scotchy, Scotchy, Scotch.
Scott's on. Let's all cheer for the USA.
R-O-C-K with the K-N-I-C-K. No, that doesn't work. Too many letters.
Yeah, Charger. RGC round 3 needs your need your attention if you're available to do it with Mike.
Round 3, fight.
White. There's a
Perfect.
couple of good accident I watched on there.
Nice.
Namely, Richard DeRucci starting the race bumped into someone, and his whole engine was crunched in, and he went flying in the wall. And then he withdrew from the entire series.
He may or may not have been killed in the crash. R.I.P. It is now the DeRucci Memorial Circuit.
Yes, Charger Spa. I'm trying to remember the server that I was assigned to.
Is that the world famous Spa Sweet O'Shaw that I hear about?
Let's see. It was on the 30th. Yep, Sunday the 30th. Let me go have a look. We were on server 2. Server 2, yeah. It was one of those that wasn't recorded, and doing our best to have commentary across the board. But now for the next round, there's less servers, so it should be easier to do. But getting Mike to change his schedule is very difficult, right, Byron?
Difficult.
Yeah.
You want to hear about difficult? Stopping World War II from happening was difficult. Getting Mike to change his schedule is not happening.
No. I know. I wanted him to do the final of the RGC live on Sunday, but
I'll be down for that.
he has his training schedule that has to happen a certain way.
He's gonna rebuild all those contrapposto muscles he exploded last year.
Oh man. Since the start of pandemic, I've been pretty unactive or inactive.
Bruh, I think I put on 20, 30 pounds, and I was kind of not slim to begin with.
I'm 20 pounds up at the very least. It's bad. I'm not very happy with that.
Well, I've been working from home since December, so it's just been like roll out of bed, have a shower, sit down at the desk like I would anyway, do work ends, lay around on the couch for a little bit, get back up, sit at the desk, play video games.
Yeah, I'll do it. Or try to be semi-retired.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm trying to be fully retired, but it's not working out quite yet.
Well, I'm semi-retired right now. I don't really work, so
Very nice.
most of my time is taking care of the dogs and walking and whatnot. But that's only taking like 3 hours of your day, you know?
Yeah, pretty much. Especially when they got them little legs. Get yourself a big old. Get yourself some whippets.
So Charger is saying that he had more time to exercise his wrist. So take that.
Are your wrist muscles? Are your wrists like thicker around than your palms now, or like what's the deal? Your hands look like pyramids.
He's got blister on his finger.
Oh, that's typing. Good. He's got 6 packs on every finger muscle.
I thought maybe the missus was not upending her end of the bargain there, Mr. Charger. I think Charger's name is Bell. I just can't remember.
I don't know. I don't remember either.
Confirm your first name, Mr. Charger.
His name is Esteban.
Julio Charger. Charger.
Esteban Charger from Catalonia. First name super. Very nice. Well done.
You'd fit in America. You know, like that guy, Scott Speed.
His first name is Billiam.
Alright. I mean, I don't mind calling you Charger. It's fine. It's an awesome name. But, you know, sometimes it'd be nice to say, hey, Bill, how you doing? How you doing, Bill?
On the Bill front, there's one of my favorite hip hop songs is all about Bill Murray. I don't know. You're from their neck of the woods, Sweatshop Union. They did there's a whole song about Bill Murray, and everybody's rapping about all the different movies he's been in, and like using punchlines from different movies and references and stuff. It's quite good. I enjoy it. I keep it Bill Murray. Describe somebody as being illegitimate.
I love this wireless headset. Here I am taking care of laundry.
Very nice.
Being on stream. So we've had this, we're trying to sell, as you know, Byron.
Mm-hmm.
We're moving. And we had one visit last time. Usually a visit or a showing is about, 15 minutes?
Something like that.
You know, they walk around, who and how, and then, too many stairs. It always seems to be the same. But this guy stayed for like 45 minutes and had all the questions. He wanted to know the age of the roof and when the sidings were done and Are they gonna change that patio because the surface is not good? He wanted to know everything. He wanted to be in touch with the head of Strata,
Oh.
and he's loving absolutely everything about the building and the place. He's apparently about your height, Byron. The guy was saying he think he's 7 feet tall.
I give that
And
impression to some people sometimes.
yeah, well, I'm 6'3", and I had to look up when I talked to you.
Yeah,
That's a weird one
there
for
is
me.
photographic evidence of this.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
Charger wants to know
very-
if you're money laundering.
It's very weird for me to look up when I talk to someone. I'm not used to that.
Yeah, me
It's-
neither.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, this guy, I think I saw him later in the day. Like I think they went for dinner in Ladner. His girlfriend was probably reaching his belly, like if that. And he was standing at the light, and I'm pretty sure he was as tall as where the sign is with the little guy crossing.
I'm not quite
So-
that tall, but it's getting there.
But our place that's the thing that made me fall in love about this place is that I'm tall, and I absolutely hate being able to touch the ceiling
Mm-hmm.
or feel like I'm crammed into a small apartment. So when we walked in here, it's 20 feet tall ceilings and in the dining room and the living room. So hopefully he really likes it, because I'm ready to move, man. I'm ready to go.
I can dig that.
It's gonna be awesome. Hey, we're gonna be a little bit closer, you and I, too.
Yeah, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all can get in the truck and come on up for some ribs.
I'm sure my Andy will want to go do a bike ride. If
Oh, hell yeah.
I'll have to get my license for a motorbike. All right, we're up to 19 now.
Ha-cha-cha.
Whacking.
I was walking out of work
arena.
one day, and this other guy was walking in, and he must have been 6'10".
Yeah.
And I just kind of like looked up and like, oh, that's what that's like. All right, I get it now.
Yeah, it's a funny story for anyone in chat here. When I went and saw Byron, and Mike is like what, 6'1", 6'2"? He's a little bit shorter than me, but not
He's
by
like-
a lot.
Yeah, he's about 5'11", 6 feet, somewhere in there.
Okay, well I'm 6'3", right? So and Byron is, well, he's Byron Giant.
Hi.
His nickname come in. It's true. He is a giant. So anyway, we're going to the grocery store to grab some beverage and snacks and whatever. And I swear to God, every single one in the store were turning around to stare at us. I felt like an alien in a different planet.
How do you think I feel?
That was ridiculous, dude.
Yeah, if we ever get the chance to do that again, count how many people stop and go, "Hey man, you're really tall," or "Hey man, how tall are you?"
Yeah, it felt like we were like maybe the wrestling convention, and you know, stopping by, and everyone was just like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Yeah. Charger wants to know in chat how tall I am. I'm about 6.5 feet tall, but I'm also about 6.5 feet wide. So I mean,
Yeah, he's
just kidding.
you're 6'6", is it?
Yeah, both. It's one of those weird things. Like I've been measured by 5 or 6 different people, and one person swears I'm 6'4", one person swears I'm 6'8".
Well,
and
more than
it's-
6'6", but
It's like I'm about 6.5 feet tall, but I had the back injury and they had to remove some disc stuff, so I might be 6'5 3/4", 6'5 1/2". I don't know. So
Oh.
I'm just gonna go with 6'6" until somebody tells me different.
yeah. Well, he's 6'6", and you're what, 340 pounds?
Something. I haven't weighed myself in years. It's 300 and change.
Yeah, he's big guy, but not in the morbidly obese
No.
kind of way, you know, like big as in massive.
I was blessed with the my dad's family's all from somewhere in Russia, so we got the kind of like Russian Ukrainian peasant stock kind of scenario. So I got blessed with like the height and the broad shoulders, and my brother got my mom's side of the family kind of genes, And so he got sort of the. There's a little bit of Dutch in the family, so he kind of got the tall, skinny genes. So he's like a little bit taller than me. If he's slouching, then I get to be taller than him for a day. He's a little bit taller than me, and he's easily 100 pounds lighter than I am. Our Charger is part Russian Jewish, so I mean he's all black bread and vodka and cream cheese.
Carbuo.
Hey, Gerardo in chat. Buonasera. Well, wait, that's Italian.
Oh, right. He should be racing this. I keep telling him.
That's probably true.
He's not.
Well, he's not racing, so he can hear me do commentary.
I have returned.
Ta-da!
Yes. All right.
You missed tales about how tall I am.
6'7".
Somewhere in there. See, even Mike doesn't know. I don't know.
That's what
I've
we
never.
got you listed in the sim.
Fair enough.
No, wait.
Are you far from your mic?
You're 6'8" in the sim. 6'7's my brother.
Nice. I'm not 6'8", but I'll take it.
I believe at one point you may have said that, but how sober you were, I don't know.
No, like I'm for real not 6'8", but I'll take it. I'll take any advantage I can get in the sim. Pretend I didn't say that.
I ain't gonna change it.
Hooray!
All right, Mike. We got
Also,
19
I would say
server.
your sim fighter doesn't really fight all that tall, anyways.
No, I like them ribs.
You're a pocket crasher and a dirty boxer.
Dirty.
Pedro's on fire today.
I see that.
This
Well,
Pedro's
he's
on
only
fire.
He's only 5/10 up on Luciano, so I think there's a lot to play for here still.
We'll see. Walking is on there too. Is he walking on sunshine?
My dad sends his apologies for dragging me away.
No, he doesn't.
He did. Now, how sincere?
Oh,
they are,
okay,
I don't know,
all right.
But he did.
Well, that's fair. Gerardo would like to say that he's glad to hear the sexy French-Canadian accent as well.
Well, la-di-da. Thank you.
I think you have to say like tabernacle poutine or something like that to really get him off.
Oh, I was swearing in French last night after that hit from Shifley in the Habs.
Yeah, it was all
game.
clean.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ. He's trying to kill the guy. I understand he was mad, but holy shit.
Welcome to hockey, where someone will attempt murder through the course of a 7-game series.
Yep.
We got the official Tugas Racing channel in the chat as well. Welcome, sir and or madam.
Tuga.
Oh, hey, that's a new name, Mateus Garcia.
Matthias? He's been here before.
Yeah.
No, that's Matthias Gonzalez.
Oh, my bad.
This is Matthias Garcia.
Not to be
Wow.
racist.
Well, let's go check it out.
Because he is not on my standings here. There is a Mateus Gonzalez up in 8th place.
Oh,
Matthias,
unless he has changed his name to Garcia, this is a new entity.
Yeah, you're probably right. There's no one there. Although, if they didn't have any points, you usually don't add them.
I do add them. Pretty much everyone has scored driver's points. It's team points that not everyone scored.
Okay. Well,
yeah,
how about you?
The only way to not score points is to not show up. A, DNF, B, or DQ. I don't think anyone has a legitimate 0.
How about you take us through what's going on with the championship?
You can do that right after I welcome His Royal Brashness, Dave Brosh, to the chat. Welcome, sir.
We do have the top 10 right now. Joaquin Juan Urena for ESR A leading the way, but then it's the ESR train of Josiah Jerome, Guido De Palma, Ariel Zatoni, and Pedro Magalash rounding up the top 5. Then it is Leo Gomez Martinez, Roman Barthez, Mateus Gazal, Scott Nick, and Luciano Ichazo, your top 10.
All right. Let's go back to the action then.
So Pedro's still out in front now, up to 8/10 ahead, actually. The gap is growing. Luciano's still second, followed by Josiah Jerome, Mateus Gonzalez, and Roman Barthez right now in the top 5. So aside from Garcia, I think these are all names we're familiar. Oh no, I don't recognize Juarez's name. So that's also a new face. Some new Argentinians. Always
Look at
developing
Juarez.
new drivers with super speed. It's like a factory down there. Scott Nick struggling a little bit so far, but this lap looks better. Let's see here. Across the line, up to 12th place. Not actually much of an improvement. Rodrigo Juarez, another newcomer. Looks like the newcomers are picking the same Esports Argentina sort of, livery. They like their blue and their white. This one's got the number 42 livery. And I think so did Mateus Garcia.
The answer to the life, the universe, and everything. By the way, anybody who wants to come over for some pulled pork, you have about, 12 hours to get here.
It's a long drive.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You got time. I got like a whole casserole.
Having made the flight, I don't think I could even fly there that time.
Possibly not.
What was it, Mike? 9 hours? 9 hours and a half drive?
It was 8 hours to fly into where you are, and then several hours by car up to Byron. But if we took if I flew into where you are and then took a plane up to Byron, I don't know, maybe we can make that in 12 hours.
Oh yeah, it's like an hour between here and Vancouver by plane.
Yeah, but there's probably a lag time between the flights.
Maybe. Depends on your planning.
Suppose.
Okay, so I just looked at
Tobias
Google
TH
Map,
has gone second quickest.
and it's telling us that it would be 8 hour and 59 minutes drive right now.
That's about right. You could make it in about 6.5 if you're ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty ridiculous.
RWB Charger is offering us the RWB private jet.
Nice.
Let's see from Kamloops. How far are you gonna be now? 5 hours and 45 minutes. There you go. That's a little better.
Improvement.
Wow. Just take the Concorde.
I keep daring Matt Higgs to come to my neck of the woods. He lives pretty close by. I mean,
Daring as in like show up and I'll beat your ass, or like
No. I've been welcoming, although I mean he's skeptical and I don't blame him.
No, I don't blame him either. Come on, show us. Yeah, we're gonna train some jujitsu. It'll be fine.
Yeah, train some jiu-jitsu. I'll teach you the ways of Tory and hippity hoppy. Get off my property.
All right, Mike. What do you think of this? The event info. What does it tell us?
Not a ton. Unfortunately, a lacking aspect of Raceroom is the effects of weather, to be honest. But we do have a warm day out there. 28-degree track. Air temperature at 18 degrees is good for the engines, good for the cooling, allows you to close up the air ducts and so on. So that'll be nice. Not a lot of wind going on, although at Monza, even a 2-kilometer wind can be pretty nasty on the start-finish straight. And it is sunny and dry.
As usual.
But this is one aspect where ACC is ahead of the game with the weather.
100%.
A lot more random.
I demand an overcast yet humid day.
I'm still mixed about whether I want that guy who PM'd me earlier to join the Sunday series or not, just because I kind of want to see what Cole and Ayrton do with that on commentary.
Do it. Tell him to contact Justin.
I told to contact Justin. I mean, I'm not going to stop him, but he has an interesting first name that the chat may not be aware of, and we're going to see what happens if he does join up.
What's the name, Mike?
Yadong.
Yeah.
Most expensive apartment in Portugal, $7 million.
You're talking about Cristiano
Cristiano
Ronaldo.
Ronaldo.
Like Ronaldo, not Ronaldinho, the other one.
Indeed.
Not the handsome and debonair Ronaldinho.
I do really enjoy
the ugly one.
I do really enjoy the Ronaldinho's appearance on the Champions League cartoon. It's in the episode where Sergio Ramos and Mo Salah get fused together with a match. Oh, Luciano!
Disco Inferno.
Nice recovery.
Very nice.
Very nice. So Cristiano Ronaldo or Ronaldinho shows up when Sergio Ramos and Mo Salah are fused together, and he's and they're like, you have to go see the big magician, and they go see Ronaldinho, and Ronaldinho's like, oh, they did not know that you had hate in your heart when you went box to box. Now you are fused into one. And then Ramos is trying to beat him up. He's like, and Mo Salah is apologizing for him. He's like, no. Sergio only gets angry as a sign of respect. He knows he cannot actually stop you, and therefore he gets angry.
I don't know what any of that means.
Oh, it's all soccer jokes, sir. The Tugas guys will probably enjoy.
Yeah, fair enough.
Vic Vega coming around. This is a notably improved lap time for Vic Vega. Might actually move him up quite high. 15th overall at a 16 right now.
All I know is I once saw a picture of Cristiano Ronaldo. Fuck, I don't know why. I have no idea why I'm having difficulty pronouncing his name right now. But I saw a picture of Ronaldo when he was, I want to say, late teens, early 20s, with like the jacked up teeth and bad skin. It's like, all right, that makes me feel a little bit better.
There's an episode about that too, where he's like, doctor, I feel like I have something wrong with me. Oh, you're just getting slightly older. You have the body of a 28-year-old. 28. Last year they said I had the body of a 27-year-old. Yeah. Ariel Zatoni goes 6th quickest. Time running down here, less than 3 minutes, so it's probably about only time for maybe 2 more laps around Monza. Pedro's still holding pole. Tobias TH on the front row. I think this would be the first front row start for Tugas, although don't quote me on that. Sergei Yakimchuk might have picked one up earlier in the season. He was quite rapid. And then it's Luciano Chazo and Josiah Jerome, Gonzalez Zatoni, Barthez, Johnson, Huerta, and Juarez. Your top 10 for the time being.
Top 95.
Do we only have 17 cars, or is there anyone that hasn't posted a time here?
I believe Martin said that there were 19 people on the server, but he was expecting a little bit more than 20, perhaps.
Oh, yeah, he sent a stepping away message.
He did, yeah.
My apologies.
Can't you read none, boy?
I didn't look. Ariel's got a good lap going here. He's only 4/10. He's only plus 4/10 at the end of the second sector. So, assuming he can get it down right in the third sector, he should be good. Although I've noticed a lot of people are losing a lot more time in the third sector to what Pedro did. So it looks like the third sector might be like just Pedro's thing, like the Ascari, the Variante Ascari, and the Parabolica appear to be his strong points. We'll see here what Ariel can do in the third sector as he comes up to the start-finish line. Yeah, and moves 4th quickest. But even there, he lost 4/10 in the third sector, 8/10 off overall. So something that Pedro did in the Parabolica and Ascari in that third sector was very, very good. Josiah Jerome with a bit of an uphill battle here, starting from 6th place by the looks of it. Oh, we do have someone who has not posted a lap time, Andy Darnell. He needs to make this lap count because Otherwise, he's going to get no lap time. We'll see if he has enough time. Pedro Magalhaes, Joaquin Juan Urena now on the front row. So Tobias TH relegated to third place with Ariel Zatoni on row 2. Chazo Jerome, Gonzalez Barthez, Garcia, and Johnson. Your top 10 right now. We do know that Darnell is trying to get a lap time in here. As you can see in the background, they're going through the Lesmos. And he'll be heading into Ascari and Parabolica to finish up the lap. Scott Nick rocking a different livery to the rest of the ESR crew. Although it does obey our general color scheme, so that's good.
Just remember, every time you go through Lesmos, you are a lesbian.
So no lap time for Andy Darnell, and I'm being told by the chat that we also got no lap time from Ricardo Costa.
That'll cost him.
So it looks like we have 20 cars. You'll be pleased to know that my dad remembers who you are, by the way, Byron.
I am unforgettable, even though
He
we have
remembers
never
that
met.
you are very large, because he did note that you were an odd choice for commentary for a race, because race car drivers are usually small.
I've been saying I've been an odd choice for commentary for a race the entire time we've been doing commentary on races.
I don't deny that, but it's been also undeniably effective.
I can't deny that either. It is undeniable. Was this Charger saying something about sausages? Sausage?
20 pork sausages.
I enjoy sausages. I can put them on my pellet grill. They are delicious after a few hours on low heat. And lots of smoke. That is one of my favorite things, is if I walk into the grocery store and they've got a bunch of, like, fresh sausage that's on sale, I just buy a boatload of it, take it home and put it immediately on the pellet grill and just smoke the shit out of it. They stay good for weeks.
Here's a question for the chat. Does anyone own a Corsair Void headset, wireless? And if so, how long does it take the goddamn battery to charge?
9 years. Insert clip of lady from the Titanic. It's been 72 years.
It's still charging. Oh, one of the ESR Porsches cutting the Ascari chicane.
Charger, you should save that one. I'm going to steal it. I'm going to definitely make a pulled Porsche joke when somebody crashes.
I'm honestly surprised you haven't made it yet.
I didn't make the association. I don't know why.
As soon as you were talking about the pulled pork and we were doing a Porsche race, I assumed we were going to get some pork references.
They barely look like Porsches. They just kind of look like weird Ferraris. That every time somebody makes a racing car and it's like a Lamborghini these are kind of like filed down Porsches, I guess. They don't look as
these
bug-eyed.
still look pretty much like Porsches. I'd say I get what you're saying. I think that, like, you look at the Lamborghini, the Ferrari, Honda, etc. Like, there's definitely a tremendous resemblance there. There's a few exceptions, like, Bentley with their big ass fucking boats on the racetrack. But the Porsche does retain a somewhat eye-catchingly unique.
I suppose, but it does look like somebody took a Porsche and then filed down all the bug-eyed nonsense.
You're not wrong there, because that bug-eyed nonsense is really bad for aerodynamics.
Correct. I think they make up for it by putting a giant fucking spoiler on there.
Well, no, all the race cars have giant fucking spoilers.
I think everybody needs to have. They need to go like the men's shaving grooming route. More spoilers. Just stack them more and more. Now it's 57 spoilers. And they like bang 9 of them off when they hit one of these overhanging signs.
Before we got on commentary here, I was over at the corner store just grabbing some snacks and stuff.
Heroin.
With vanilla Coke and some Reese's white chocolate peanut butter cups.
Oh, white chocolate and vanilla Coke, so heroin.
Well, I mean, there's some obvious racial jokes there that you can work with that one. And there was a gigantic spoiler on a Toyota Supra in the parking lot.
Nice.
So I had to go mosey on over and have a look at the yellow Supra.
Supra, Cupra, lights are on and flashing, driving really dumb.
I think the greatest like expensive car moment I've ever had. So I used to work in the inventory business when I was going through college as one of my side gigs, and we were doing, I don't even remember what it was. I think it was like a no frills or something. It was a smaller grocery store, and we had finished the count and we were waiting for our boss to give us a lift back to the office because they dealt with a lot of people who didn't drive, so they carpool. And we were watching, and this this yellow Lamborghini, we think it was a Gallardo, pulls up, and this bald guy. And to be clear, I sympathize with the bald guys. I'm becoming one myself. He comes out and he goes into the barber shop in the plaza, right? And like every 5 minutes, he's coming out to check on the Lambo to make sure it's okay. We're just laughing and making fun of this guy. It's like, why did you drive that car here? 2, why are you here? You have a bald head. What are you doing in a barber shop?
You gotta get a wax.
Probably was what it was.
Do you, at any point during this job, did you have to go perhaps through an underpass?
Yes.
So, in essence, you had carpool tunnel.
Oh.
I was trying to make that joke earlier.
We were in the car.
We
were in the carpool, and once it told us literally to take a turn into a lake, which was pretty
nice.
Yeah, the GPS.
Go soak your head.
Take a right-hand turn, and the driver's like, "That's a lake."
Israel told me to shut up. That's not nice, but I understand why you said it. I can semi-support that.
All right, here we go. The first race of 2 here at Monza. 21 cars. 3 cars didn't qualify. Simi and Naku didn't qualify. Interesting.
Everybody make engine sounds with your mouth.
We got red lights, and we are off. Here at Monza on the way down to the Variante Redifilio.
Easy, boys.
It's Monza, sir. It's not going to be easy.
They're going 19 wide through the first corner.
Someone's going to force something. That's how this works. Looks like the top 3 are unchanged. A little shoving in the background. One of the Argentina cars. I think Luciano Chazo getting a little bit wide. I think he shoved somebody and someone shoved him back. Ended up a little bit off there. Magalesh leads for Juan Urena, Tobias TH. Josiah Jerome with a really good start up in the 4th place. Good work by him. Chazo, Zatoni, Gonzalez, Barthez, Huerta, and Garcia. Your top 10.
Now
really
batting.
Bad start by Ricardo Costa. Either that or he's in the pits because he's dropping like a stone.
He's just being safe.
I suspect he's in the pit.
Just being safe, making sure that he can, make it easily around the corners. Not going to hurt anybody.
And the track limit abuse penalties coming in for Vic Vega and Luciano Chazo.
You've been fined 5 credits due to the morality code.
As we head into Variante Ascari for the first time here in this race. Oh, Tobias loses the back end. Josiah taking no prisoners and moves into 3rd place.
No, Charge is asking what's going on in chat. I used a horrific pun. It was great. You should have been here. It upset chat no end. Well, just that guy, but I mean...
Oh, somebody going for it in the background. Not sure who that is. That's a black and yellow car, which is not one of the community color combos. That is Jesus Huerta.
See.
Trying to make a move on Roman Barthez, and if there's one thing we've learned through the course of this series, it's you really don't want to try to force things with Roman Barthez. As Luciano Chazo looks down. Somebody is way off. One of the Esports Racing Argentina cars totally cuts
shortcut.
Let's see what he does there.
Matthias
Gonzalez.
Yeah, Matthias is, okay, I'll accept it. I mean, it was a very innovative racing line.
I think he was doing that to avoid hitting anybody, though, in fairness. And it looks like he's rejoined in 9th place, so didn't take advantage of it.
Well
Down
done.
the inside of Huerta, or Barthez goes Huerta, but it looks like Huerta has held on to 7th place once again.
Jesus saves and takes half damage.
Actually, I think Gonzalez actually fell back off of that, so I can't fault him for the line through Redfield.
Matias Garcia, you have been slowed down.
You've been fined 1/2 credit for decent track limits.
Correct. Please deliver 5 owls to the race marshal. Oh, it's not an RPG. My bad. That's what we need. We need a racing RPG.
They do have racing RPGs. They're called Motorsports Management Games.
That's not... No.
It does
You
look like
are
we lost.
a racer and you have to go do RPG shit.
Looks like we've lost Ricardo Costa, as the chat has pointed out. Oh, computer crash. That is a shame. We always like seeing Ricardo race. He's got fortitude and stick-to-itiveness.
Correct. And it doesn't cost a thing.
Martins battling with Rene Ermer. Little Tugas on Tugas action.
No, Radeon freeze. I don't believe that's not possible, sir. Radeon doesn't do anything except work. The sarcasm implied.
Oh, that is Huerta. Something weird going on there as he's trying to get past Barth. Oh, somebody went side by side to Redfield and got a bit punted. Looks like they're okay. Maybe Kerry Arnaud, judging by the track limit abuse warning. Could have been him.
Your boy Charger would like to know if you know how the 3 seashells shifter works.
I mean, everyone knows that.
Correct.
Kerry Arnaud getting overtaken by Alexander Martins, trying to get back at him into Rajia. And he will go side by side through there. Nice racing, gentlemen. Room was left, but the bare minimum.
In the future, all sponsors will be Taco Bell.
Scott Nick and Andy Darnell's wobbling in the background. I hope all sponsors are not Taco Bell, because that's going to be very little sponsorship.
I could go for a heaping ton of beefy cheesy melts, though.
Something worth noting today, we went from 30 to 50 incidents. But
Nice.
That
If
would
you-
be good, because Monza is always an incident ground, and
But
not
there is
that I
a
don't
but.
have faith in people, but like 30 incidents would.
Whoa.
Oh, what are the
Hello.
pieces going off there? That is Andy Darnell, I think. Losing control. No, it is not Darnell. Pardon me. I slandered a racer for no reason. That was
Martins.
Alexander Martins.
So there is about the 50 points is if you reach 40, you will get a penalty. If you reach
Fair
50,
enough.
well, you're disqualified. So we're
That's
giving
cool.
you a little bit of a leeway, but don't stretch it.
That sounds pretty cool.
I mean, I've always had a problem with like raw incident count penalties, I guess, because
Yeah.
I look at, you know, it's the type of incident. Roman Barthez getting very out of shape there, losing a spot to Huerta. So Jesus Huerta up in 7th place.
No, we have a Pedro cheering section here in chat from Fabricio Dotto. I will go ahead and label you a Pedro file because it sounds funny right now, but it probably will I'll lose interest in the joke later.
Rodrigo Juarez went hard in the paint there, and I don't think it worked out for him. But, I appreciate
this
the
fight.
spirit. Jesus.
Oh, man.
Oh, Jesus! Side by side with Ariel Zatoni. Kind of bullied him a little bit,
Jesus.
but you know what? He got away with it.
Oh, hold on. Walking is
Oh, no.
pushing hard.
Juan Urena versus Magalesh at the front of the pack. Looks like Josiah Jerome and Tobias TH are just not able to keep with these guys. So a bit of a two-way fight at the front. Rodrigo Juarez overtaking somebody who got very out of shape there, Dennis Johnson. Meantime, Gonzalez overtakes Barthez for 8th place. Feels like that might have been Might have been a little bit of a team orders thing. Barthez made that pretty easy, which, again, both to his credit and somewhat, consternation. Not normally Barthez's thing, as Juan Urena goes for the lead.
Dun, 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 dun.
But Magalesh hangs on.
Tugas Racing has pointed out that we have oh, actually, no, it's Mr. Del Val that's pointed out we've got over 20 viewers. Appreciate any up thumbs and subscriptions you can hand out, and if you feel like you want to hang out and watch some more of this nonsense in the future and hear me say absolutely ridiculous things, because it's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
And also have actual factual things reported by Mike, who's, that's what he does. Actual factual Shia LaBeouf. Jesus.
Tobias TH having one of his better runs of the season. I mean, definitely had the pace in qualifying, and it's not quite translated to the race, but he's doing quite well in 4th place. So Juan Urena failed at Redifilio and is now going for it at Ascari. Oh, boy. That was maybe a little aggressive, but it looks like he also agrees and is giving the spot back to Pedro. So that's
good sportsmanship.
That's quality driving. That's good sportsmanship. Went a little bit too hard there into Ascari, but somebody wide in the background there. One of the Esports Argentina crew, as Jesus Huerta overtakes Tobias TH along with Luciano Echazo. So Tobias falling back a little bit, but he's getting to mix it up with some of the best guys in the grid. So good experience.
I don't know what that was, but I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah, I think that was a little. I think he was looking to go for it into Redifilio, and kind of the wheel maybe got away with him from a little bit. Maybe a little bit of a lag spike. I don't know. That was a bit odd. As Tobias loses another spot to Ariel Zatoni, so he is heading in the wrong direction. But we still support his drive here. Still in the top 10. Still doing good things. Luciano Echazo looking back at Jesus Huerta, who I believe is racing for Esports Racing Argentina. He has in the past, but that livery is a bit weird.
Well, he may be hopped up on the Peruvian marching dust.
Tobias trying to come back at Ariel Zatoni, but for now, nothing going there. Mateus Gonzalez, Roman Barthez still on the back here, and rounding off the top 10, we have Rodrigo Juarez fighting with Dennis Johnson at the back of the top 10. Huerta looking for the move on Luciano Echazo, and I suspect Echazo might have given him that spot. You don't usually see a car pull completely clear before Ascari, so that might have been team orders, or just a thought by Echazo that this, my teammate is faster. Let's let him through.
Can confirm Jesus Huerta is racing for Argentina.
I'll tell him to bring one of the black or one of the white and blue liveries.
Even though he is a filthy Incan.
Oh no, Tobias TH has crashed. We've been informed this by the Tugas account, and he is indeed dropping. And that front end definitely has seen better days.
It's not a fantastic day here for the European racers.
To be honest, it's not been a great series for the European racers so far. It's been very much a South American showcase. Pedro Magalesh, Joaquin Juan Urena, Josiah Jerome, who is, U.S. based, but originally is from the Caribbean islands.
All of them.
Well, he's been rotating through all the flags, so yeah, kind of.
He's officially lived in every Caribbean environment for 6 months.
And Costa Rica for undisclosed amount of time.
Correct.
Right around the death match era.
Correct.
Ariel Zatoni, MM Racing Team. Interesting. I wonder what that is about. Ariel.
Just a reminder, the first race was 10 laps, there's 4 laps left, and the second race is 20 laps.
Oh my god, 20 laps.
Oh, there's somebody off. At least there was a lot of sand there. 3 wide and a parabolica. Gentlemen, you may want to rethink this.
Come on, Ariel. Double pit maneuver. Double pit.
Oh boy.
Boing boom. Put him in the
Chazo
wall.
overtakes Huerta. And Mateus Gonzalez wants a piece. This is tight. Huerta trying to break the slipstream from Ichazo. Problem is that with Zatoni right there, he's just going to give a slipstream to Zatoni. So, oh boy. But
Put him in the wall.
Time.
Put him in the wall.
And I think Zatoni's got Ichazo. But we'll see. Into Curva Grande. Nope. Ichazo's got it. So after all that, they're in the same order. They gave me a heart attack for nothing.
It's because Luciano didn't put him in the wall.
Oh, into Variante Raja. I think that was a lag spike, to be honest.
Hopefully.
Judging by the fact that both cars snapped back and neither of them really went off, I suspect net code on that one.
I suspect fishing line code.
There we go. So Mateus Gonzalez is now on the back of this, so it's now a 4-way fight. Now, we should see if the Esports Racing Argentina guys... Oh,
rough.
no, Dennis Johnson in the wall.
D-Johns, even I can't not recognize the giant hole in your thing.
Indeed. It's a little bit surprised to see the Esports Racing Argentina guys not kind of working together against Zatoni, because, I mean, there are 3 of them, soon to be 4, because Barthez is now up on the back of this. Simeon Naku coming through the field nicely to 13th. There is Roman Barthez. Not quite in the fight yet, but getting there. Scott Nick getting overtaken by Simeon Naku off camera, but might have been team orders from the ESR crew. Because it does seem like Naku is heading forward in the field, and that's not really the case for Scott Nick today. Oh boy, Luciano. That's a little questionable.
I don't question it at all.
And whoa, I mean, it's good teamwork because Mateus Gonzalez just hopped over and overtook Zatoni off that, but that was pretty close to being a force off the track. I would imagine if I was in Zatoni's shoes, I would not have been terribly happy about that. We'll see what happens. Moving forward as Ichazo loses a spot to Mateus Gonzalez. So Ichazo remains in front of Zatoni and is kind of flirting with a punting. I am not condoning a punting. I'm not condoning on-track revenge. I'm just saying,
Do it.
This is flirting with disaster.
Do it. I am the Senate. On a totally side note, I found my pellet gun.
Ah.
It was buried underneath a bunch of shit when I moved in.
Does lovely get around the outside of Mateus Gonzalez, who's randomly falling back now. I wonder what's up with that. Maybe a track cut penalty that we didn't see that he had to serve. I don't know.
It's probably because of too many men on the ice.
Well, that'd be a 2-minute penalty. This is more like
2 minutes. That seems egregious.
Rodrigo Juarez is now up on the back of this, so like this queue is getting very long. This fight for what is 5th place, because Huerta's starting to get away from it, but battle is on. Ariel Zatoni looking to hang on against a swarm of ESRA cars. Oh, contact. Ichazo gets spun out. And Ariel does kind of aggressively defend the line there, and now he's got Romain Barthez to deal with. And if you want something to get spicy in a race, I think you got to dial 9 for Romain Barthez.
Somebody dial 9-1 and then wait. Will Pedro Magalhães be able to hang on for the big win?
Yeah, him and Joaquin Juan are definitely still up there. I'm just thinking about the Darius Stone bit in the more recent Triple X movie. Has been waiting for like 3 years for someone to dial whatever the number was.
Oh, I forgot about that. I should watch that again.
Rock, paper, grenade launcher. So Tony looking for Ascari. I don't think there's anything there, Ariel, but we'll see. Ariel Zatoni has been feisty today, and he's against Romain Barthez. So I don't think the camera's going to leave this much. No offense to the leaders. I'm sure you're having a fantastic fight up there, and Josiah Jerome has actually caught up nicely. But things are spicy for the last spot in the top 10 right now. Mateus Gonzalez gives Ariel Zatoni a bit of a thump off at Parabolica here on the last lap. And he'll take that 6th place. But I wonder if the stewards might have something to say about that.
Nope. It's all fine.
That was a bit of a push-off in this commentator's opinion.
What are you, NFL referee?
I mean, to be honest, racing stewards make NFL referees look positively professional.
Magalhães with the big win.
But yes, it is Pedro Magalhães winning from Joaquin Juan Urena, Josiah Jerome, Jesus Huerta, Romain Barthez, Mateus Gonzalez, Ariel Zatoni, Rodrigo Juarez. Luciano Chazo fell back to 9th place. Tobias TH had a decent comeback to 10th place. I believe that will put him on pole for race number 2.
That is very possible. Don't go anywhere there, Fabricio. We got another race coming up.
Rene Ermer, Mateus Garcia, Scott Nick, Andy Darnell, Simeon Naku, Kerry Arnaud, Vic Vega, Dennis Johnson, Hendrik Ermer, and Alexander Martins rounding off your field. Martins DNF'd the race, unfortunately.
That's do not feed. Because he's overweight.
I mean, racers always are overweight. Because, frankly, the teams want them cut down to 0 pounds.
We did lose one driver.
Well, we were told Ricardo Costa's.
Oh yeah, it froze. He froze. That's right.
He would be probably, unless we're down to 19 cars, he would.
He's on chat.
Man out.
He is Mr. Tugas Racing.
Oh. Well, what up, Ricardo? Or is it Ricardo?
Probably Ricardo, actually, because
Ricardo Costa. Jesus, don't drive too bad.
Our obsession with MMA pays off with random Portuguese pronunciations.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't do Portuguese without the Italian accent. I don't know why. It's fucked up. That's not true. I can totally do the Portuguese.
I've heard you do the Brazilian accent.
I got to put myself in the Renato Laranja kind of mindset. It's like the Portuguese, and they got the Uncle Renato.
I like how your basis for a Portuguese accent is for a guy who is not actually.
No, he's an African American dude who is an actor and uses the Brazilian accent, porra, to be very funny.
No wind here for race number 2.
But I have to really concentrate on the Portuguese accent. I can't, for some reason or other, I just can't whip that one out. Giggity.
Well, it's impolite to be whipping things out here.
Giggity, giggity, giggity go.
Need to refresh your drink, Byron. You only have 2 minutes.
I mean, I don't really have far to go.
Does have a cooler literally right next to the desk.
I actually do indeed, but it's not in the cooler because today we're drinking Jim Beam. Although I did get some nice apple ciders as well, but decided it was Jim Beam time.
Okay, the suspension has been applied for Shifley. 4 games.
4? What? For a love tap
5.
like that?
Jesus Christ.
You know, he just kind of nudged him. It was fine.
I mean, sir, this is a league that had Claude Lemieux in the 90s. I mean, come on.
Keep your freaking head up. Keep your stick on the ice and your head in the air. Come on.
I have seen more attempted murders in the NHL playoffs than in an episode of The Wire, sir.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's worth it, right?
So tell me about The Wire. Why should I watch it?
Because
everyone
it's
wants-
okay. Yeah, you've not seen The Wire?
Nope.
Okay, so you're gonna join our Wire watching group then?
I don't think so. I barely have time to sit and watch an episode here and there. But
Oh,
I'm
you're
asking because I'm interested.
I think it's very well constructed. The one thing I'm gonna let you know right up front with The Wire is it changes from season to season. So it will come back to stories that they were doing before in previous seasons, but you will go to different areas because it's more about Baltimore.
It's a lot of parallel storytelling.
Yeah, exactly. Where am I getting this sound from?
What sound?
I
What sound?
could hear myself reciting the original. Oh, it's the video has come on pause for some reason. That was really random. So, like, the stream came unpaused, and I could hear myself doing the intro over again, going, "Who's playing that? What am I being pranked?"
But
Anyway, yeah, The Wire is very good. It has a lot of layers, a lot of storytelling, a lot of character development, and some people don't get developed at all, which is even more interesting.
but most of them do. Except for Herc.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong about that one.
Herc pretty much finishes the series, with the same amount of depth as he starts with.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, there's a lot of really great characters, and a really interesting story. I kind of tapped out about there's 5 seasons, and I typed out like a lightweight about season 4 because I really wasn't interested for some reason or other, and I need to complete season.
Kids.
Yeah, I was fucking fuck them kids. But I really, really wanted to watch season 5. I just haven't got around to it, and Mike's been preventing us from watching any of The Wire recently.
Mr. G. Vale has also not seen The Wire. So.
I would recommend it.
All right, here we go.
It is from the early mid-2000s, I believe.
Red light, and here we go. Ariel Zatoni getting off to a bad start and getting swallowed up.
He's all
This
swole.
doesn't look good.
The Argentinian crowd.
Oh my
Tobias
gosh.
TH indeed was the pole sitter trying to hang on to lead, but I don't think it's going to work. I think it's going to be Chazo who comes out of Redifilio with the lead.
Oh.
3 wide, 4 wides going on. Little ping-balling. Ariel Zatoni getting abused a bit.
Wow.
And
Full
it is
survival.
Chazo leading for Tobias TH and Roman Barthez.
Welcome to... Oh, no! Oh, boy! Oh, shit.
That's Zatoni, I think.
That's Jerome.
Oh, is it Jerome?
I think
it's
maybe,
Jerome, 'cause he's
maybe
still
not.
up at 6th. I think that's Zatoni.
Yeah, I think you're right, yeah.
I think there was Ariel Zatoni getting out
I
of
just
shape.
I saw Jerome drop down as well. I was like, ugh.
Jesus Huerta going up the inside of Juarez, I think.
Welcome to Juarez.
So many of the ESRA cars are together that there may be some misidentifications here in the call.
And Mr. Identifications.
Look at that train.
Indeed. Yeah, as Tony slipped to the back of the pack. That's unfortunate. See if he can charge back through. Rodrigo Juarez ahead of the championship battling Josiah Jerome and Joaquin Juan Urena, who have in between them Mateus Gonzalez. See if Josiah can make a move here into the Parabolica. Looking to the inside. Can he get the job done? Looks like he will. Juarez not making that terribly difficult.
A little bit of a fight ahead here.
Indeed, Tobias TH trying to get that lead back from Luciano Ichazo, who got the better of him in the entrance to Red Filio.
Ichazo's not going to give that up. Not happening.
Nope. Luciano is he's been a little bit on the edge though with the defending in race 1. I hope we see a bit of a cleaner race from him here in race 2.
Luciano Ichazo currently blasting Rick Astley as hard as he can.
Mateus Gonzalez getting pushed out of the way by Pedro Magalash at Red Filio.
He's chasing Joaquin right now.
Yeah, might also let Rene Ermer through. Kerry Arnault has had a bad start to the race, down in 17th place.
So I can confirm there was Ariel that crashed at the start.
Yes, I believe we safely have reached that conclusion with him being a
I don't know. I
no
think he's
longer
just taking
last.
it out.
Someone just crashed.
He's gotten back past over. I think it's Juarez.
I can
judging by
see
who's
yellow flag.
dropping.
It's the chartreuse flag, actually.
Oh. Scott not
Nick
having the
looking
right
down the inside
livery.
of Darnell.
Scott Nick, that reprobate.
It looks like we've lost Ariel Zatoni from the race, unfortunately.
Rodrigo Juarez.
Oh.
Hopefully that wasn't Ariel just pulling the pin. Can't say I would particularly have blamed him, though. He was a little bit roughed up in race 1, I must say. And race 2 had not started very well.
I would say race 2 started literally the worst. And I blame
Right.
most of the population of Cantonese Old Guinea.
Surprised to see Juarez catching up with Henrik Ermer so quickly. Anyways, at the end of lap number 2, it is Ichazo leading for Tobias TH, Barthez, Jerome, Huerta, Juan Urena, Magalesh, and then Gonzalez, Naku, and Ermer. Naku having a good race. Oh boy. Kerry Arnault backing out of that, which was good because that was a little bit rough against Vic Vega.
This is what we want to watch.
Pedro working against Juan Urena and Huerta.
Pedro.
Not much of a track cut to get a track limited use penalty, but track limits are track limits.
Well, Dennis is pushing hard here. There we go. He's got it.
It's past Rene Ermer.
Monza has the worst camera angle. Like you can't do the chopper cam because
No chopper cam. Oh, yeah, that's pretty
that's kinda
artistic.
what you
And
get.
then, it's gone.
Yeah. I
It's
mean,
got there's a crowded area around the track with all the trees and so on. I mean, this is home
Hello,
track.
Shirley.
Oh
my God.
boy, Garcia trying to make a play there.
oh boy.
Got in between the two Tugas cars, but now he's
Scott
getting
is
bullied back
watching
out.
this.
Scott Nick watching with interest.
Let's go from Scott.
Side by side action between Garcia and Andy Darnell. Scott trying to make a 3 wide, trying to show the nose into Parabolica. I think he's getting back out. Yep.
You say parabolica, and all I think of is peristalsis. Oh, here we go, boys! Here we go! Up and around.
Curb on the inside. Loses the control of the car a little bit, and that will get Scott Nick, at least for now, 13th place.
Good old Andy Blade spot.
That is the Andy Blade position. Irmer and Garcia going at it. Darnell coming down the inside into Redifilio. Very brave, but quite clean, actually. Oh, never mind. Hit the curb too hard.
That's weird how he clipped through everybody.
And one of the other Tugas cars, Vic Vega, I think, getting involved here, as well as Kerry Arnaud with Scott Nick.
All right, can Scott survive the next turn?
Nope.
I think so. Vic Vega tends to be a very clean racer. Kerry Arnaud is
Come
going
on.
to be a little bit aggressive, but I think will, recognize that it's a teammate battle and be a little chill.
I believe it is
Speaking of-
tradition to put Scott Nick in the wall in the second race.
Speaking of Kerry Arnaud, he was quite surprised you gave him a platinum driver. I told him I don't know if it's a mistake or not. I'll talk to Mike.
I've been getting that a lot. Zach Henstrom's complaining about his platinum rating, and I'm like, it's numbers, guys. It's
Reduce
go
him to
slower
carbon.
if you don't want it.
That's what I tell him. It's all numbers.
Rene Irmer getting
What is
relegated.
going on? Oh boy.
Yeah, no one gets a platinum rating unless they got platinum numbers, and that's how it works.
And then if you complain about it, you get reduced back to activated charcoal status like me.
Oh
No, because you put them up high, they got to race against the good guys to get their trophies.
Oh.
Simeon Naku looking for a move there on Mateus Gonzalez, who closed the door. Naku doing very, very well here in race number 2. Good to see that. Joaquin Juan Llerena looking for a way past Jesus Huerta.
Oh, he's taking it. Oh no. Oh no.
Nope.
Oh no.
No, can't accuse Huerta of team orders there because he is fighting Juan Llerena hard.
Was Kerry going for it?
Kerry's going around the outside. I don't think that's going to work.
Carry
Oh,
me
boy.
a little far.
Very lucky there. The contact between Arnaud and Vega didn't become something a lot uglier.
Javier has, I'm going to put some DMs in public. Javier is surprised he's getting good comments about his commentary. I would appreciate if anybody who is listening now or listening in the future to go on to the one of the previous videos about the Enduro.
Enduro at Silverstone.
Enduro at
penalty.
Silverstone and say unreasonably nice things about Javier. Just over the top nice as you can be, just to kind of really throw a curveball into his life, because I think that'd be awesome and hilarious.
Kerry Arnaud and Vic Vega squabbling over 13th place. This has been a good race for Vic Vega, who's been a reliable part of this grid. It's been a tough time for him at times, and it's good to see him up there fighting. Rene Irmer trying to get back in there as well. Irmer's had a bit of a rough race here. Down in 15th place.
Oh, you lifted
That is not
earlier.
his normal. Yeah, I don't think you want to go side. Oh no, Vic! Vic in the wall. Got too much of the Ascari curb. That is going to affect his race for sure. Juan
Vic
Llerena
really
is
wants
still
it now.
behind Jesus Huerta. If Esports Racing Argentina gave out some
Oh,
team
there we go. There
orders
we
here-
go. He has to give that up now.
No, I don't think he does.
How there was no slow down on this? What the-
I think it's if you slow down during the cut, you could avoid the slow down penalty.
Yeah, Watkins is gonna go for it.
I think Juan Llerena will get it, but I disagree with you. I don't think Juan Llerena was in the process of getting a move done when
Oh
that
my
track
God.
cut happened. Oh boy!
Oh my god.
And Huerta
Oh,
takes
no.
the track cut again to avoid disaster. And this is let Magalesh
Pedro's
into the
gone
fight.
for it. Oh my.
Magalesh working the move through Lesmo 1. Gets the job done. So, I mean, like I was saying, if Esports Racing Argentina's got team orders, someone didn't give Jesus Huerta the memo. Because he is fighting the championship leader and teammate like it's his job. As
We're going to hit that boy with the EMP.
Magalesh up the inside of Ascari and gets the job done. Actually, he put up less of a fight against Magalesh than he did against Juan Llerena.
There we
Perhaps
go.
there is some tribal conflict.
There might be some hard feelings there. I don't know.
You got your Ankins against the Southern Ankins. I don't know if there's a prominent tribe south of the Incas. I'm sorry, my history books are not good.
We don't learn a lot of South American history.
We don't. I had to watch a lot of documentaries as a child. I watched a lot of National Geographic, but they didn't have anything from south of Peru, honestly.
I did learn a lot about the Simon Boulevard era recently.
Simon Bolivar, yeah. He famously hired Butch and Sundance to win the entire thing.
Josiah Jerome is now up on the battle for the podium here with Tobias TH and Romain Barthez. Barthez at some point having gotten around Tobias. We didn't see that, I don't think.
We're gonna stay with Josiah for a little bit. I gotta go pee.
Again? It's like every day with this kid. Oh, look at me.
Looks like
I can't hold my
Andy
93
Darnell
gallons of
at some
coffee.
point.
So what?
Looks like we lost Andy Darnell based on the gap.
No.
There.
Well,
So,
darn him to
out
heck.
of the race. And Magalesh and Juan Urena are they got their eyes on that party for the podium, and they wouldn't mind crashing it. After this commentary, I'm just going to Google how long it takes the goddamn Corsair Void to charge, because this is getting a little ridiculous.
I mean, you could probably do it now. They got another 14 more laps.
Yeah, but we got a lot of good action going on here as Tobias TH is going for it against Barthez, and fighting against Romain Barthez is never boring. But actually, he just kind of overpowered him. Oh, Josiah smelled a gap.
That's what I got, Mike Corsair Void, the elite one. It's pretty nice.
How long does it take for the wireless one to charge?
I don't know. I plug it in once in a while when I'm using it.
Because apparently it has to charge to full battery life before it can activate, and it's still charging. It's been sitting here charging for like 4 hours now.
It takes 5 hours.
As Barthez gets the spot back.
Hello.
Kind of.
Oh.
Got way too much curve.
Hello.
Ah, he still held it. Still held it. Wow. I think he only held it, if I can, dissect it. I think it's because Josiah went for it against Tobias and forced Tobias out wide is the only reason Barthez was able to hold it. Into the Raggio we go.
Luciano has gone full black shirt and squirted off into the distance.
2.8 seconds up on Barthez now, who is corking the bottle to Tobias TH, Josiah Jerome, Pedro Magalesh, and Joaquin Juan Urena.
Alright, so it takes an hour or two to charge completely depending upon the output of the power source.
Well,
Maggle,
it's taking
have you
longer
plugged
than
it
that, so
into
very
literally
disappointing.
one D-cell battery?
Josiah Jerome looking for the move into Ascari. Can he get the job done?
Yep.
Yep. Got it done. Credit to Tobias TH there. He didn't try to do anything crazy to try and slam the door shut. And thought about, both of them having a good race.
But it's not over yet. Because, in the words of the warrior poet Napoleon Dynamite, vote for Pedro.
Simeon Niku and Mateus Gonzalez having an underrated fight here for 8th place. Trading a little paint there at Parabolica.
Wah, 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 wah. Be sure to tune in 2 weeks where we move to South Africa to race the Hyundai GP. Which will be the final round. 2 weeks from now, final round.
You are right about the final round part.
I was making up all the rest of it because I can see where we're going, and then I just decided to make it up. It's funnier than real life.
We're doing the makeup round at Suzuka. We raced in Suzuka earlier this season.
Oh, right!
And
That was a shit show.
things went interestingly. We'll leave it at that. And we got the redo there to finish off the season.
Yeah, chat's wondering if you got like the Tesla version of your headset, so it's just going to run for a million years.
I don't know. Could just be that it's not getting good voltage off the outlet. Maybe, I don't know.
Could be that you live in a third world country named Southern Ontario.
Called Bramladesh/Sagia.
Could be. Moisture Town.
Jesus Huerta's caught up to this group now. Oh, no, Tobias! Tobias very off the track there and falling back.
Josiah's about to take it.
I don't know. I never trust anyone to take it when it comes to Barthez. We have seen Roman Barthez pull off some, depending on your side of the fence, great defensive moves to insanely reckless driving.
Correct. If he was on my team, I'd say he's a great defensive driver.
He is the Darcy Tucker of this series, that's for sure. And Josiah trying to go around the outside.
Oh boy.
Got it.
Pulled it.
Got it.
Very nice.
Little bit of fanboy for ESR coming out there. Sorry.
Your boy Ricardo Costa is saying that Roman is a heroic driver.
I mean, it depends on what side of the fence you're on.
Correct.
He is the to use the hockey reference, he is the Darcy Tucker, the Claude Lemieux of the series. You love him if he's on your team.
He is the Yarko Rutu.
Just saying that name, he's a bad taste.
Pedro Magalhaes gets through as well, so two ESR guys fighting up on the podium.
Whacking this going. There we go.
I think Juan Urena was let through there by Barthez, although, to be honest, Barthez did not defend nearly as hard as I thought against either Josiah Jerome or Magalhaes. Has someone had a word with him maybe, and he's like on super chill mode?
Bruh! Somebody got in team chat and went just, bruh!
This is not the Roman Barthez that we have come to ridicule, but get really excited when he's in a fight.
Right, so we got like 11 laps to go here, and Josiah is 3.5 seconds behind Ichazo. Does he overtake her? Like, nah.
I think there's a good chance of it, just because Ichazo was not in the fight for the win in race 1. Like he was front row, reverse grid, didn't really seem to have the pace, and at least the three guys directly behind him, Jerome, Magalhaes, and Juan Urena, seem to be in a different ballpark when it comes to pace. That being said, Luciano has been defending real hard. Catching is one thing, passing is another. We will see what happens.
Waiting for Scotch Neck to get up a couple of places.
Tobias TH, by the way, having a good comeback drive. He had an off earlier on that dropped him down to the lower parts of the top 10. Mm-hmm. Back up in his 6th place. Great. Probably still not the race he was looking for, because he started, of course, on pole. But still very, very solid. And deserves a round of applause for gathering his thoughts and recovering after a bit of a bad moment.
I would indeed clap, but I gotta put one hand on the press to talk.
Well, we always have the chest thumb.
No, that's overplayed.
That doesn't sound good.
You have to backhand yourself in the forehead. That's the new play.
Are you slapping your boob, Mike?
I mean, the forehead probably sounds better. I will find ways to applaud drivers while having to push the talk.
Didn't they have those little clapper hands, like the little plastic ones with the elastic bands between the two?
Yeah, that would work. That'd work.
Clappity clap, 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 clap.
Or I have a little paper clip remover and stamper that kind of sounds like you're snapping, so I could use that.
Oh snap!
Gap is not closing terribly quickly to Ichazo, but a little bit by little bit. We'll have to see. Still over 3 seconds. I think it's too early to say that he's going to get him.
Incident watch. Let's go see.
Everybody's being disqualified immediately.
Sorry about that. It's taking a little bit longer than I expected. Yeah, Vega is pretty high. Over 30. So on the old...
Vega has had an adventurous race.
Yeah, on the old settings, he would have been disqualified already. Kerry Arnault is 23. That's pretty high. Apart from that, Jesus Huerta. If I'm reading this correctly, it's 23. So it's still pretty high. I'm not sure why AWS is blurring everything, but it is what it is.
Because it's AWS.
Yeah, it's a little sluggish. Alright, let's go back to the big fight.
Gap is
You wanna
close to 2.8 seconds at the front, so that's come down about 7/10 since we last checked in at 6/7. So gap is closing.
Oh, Matches Gonzalez.
between the three big, and Mateus Gonzalez going for it against Jesus Huerta here as we approach Variante Ascari. I wonder if Huerta, knowing that he has a little bit of a heavy incident count, maybe just kind of let that one slide.
It's possible.
Because I thought that was a very defensible moment, and didn't really seem to be a spirited defense from Jesus.
Maybe he's
we'll
not
see.
aware that the incident count is now 50.
Jesus in 8th place. Naku. Sad to see Simeon Naku has not managed to keep up the good pace earlier on as Mateus Garcia getting around Scott Nick and Juan Urena trying to go for it against Pedro. And that could be the biggest asset that right now Luciano Echazo up front has, is that Joaquin Juan Urena back here in 4th place. His teammate can attack the two ESR cars, try to slow them down, try to make them fight. And we'll see if we can do that.
Fire the photon torpedoes.
Gap still shrinking, but not by any tremendously large amount. It's one of the Tugas cars getting out of the way there. Probably Henrik Ermer, if I had to guess.
Huerta still staying close.
Might be just setting it up for a late run, though, to be honest. Well, I say that, and he is definitely taking a peek at Ascari, so he is not done with you yet, Mr. Mateus Gonzalez.
Here we go.
See if we can get the outside run at Parabolica here. Got a very good run off of Ascari, or Gonzalez got a very poor one. Always the options. Tobias TH up ahead, lapping Ermer, or at least what we think is Henrik Ermer.
I have a special announcement to make.
Where to gets the job done.
Oh,
Go ahead.
I've decided to forego the glass, and now I'm just drinking straight out of the bottle.
I mean,
No more the
at least you're
civilized,
not me.
cultured approach.
I'm drinking out of a bowl at this point.
Neat. Like gather round in my fire, tribesmen.
Pretty much.
We will share the liquor.
Pretty much.
Fermented from mare's milk.
Pretty much.
Cool.
Huerta. Slow down penalty. Not good.
That'll be another incident towards the count.
I gotta go watch Conan.
Gap is down to 2.1 at the front. You can see Chazo looking visibly closer to the fight for second place.
Incident count. Where is Huerta? Oh, he's past 30.
I think it's with Huerta. I think it's mostly been. It just seems like he's got some track cutting issues. I imagine through retophilia.
Vega.
Are you calling a rotophile?
39 as far as I can read, because it's a little blurred out. Oops. Might have to manually count him.
I mean,
Although he's near the
server
back.
will handle it.
Gerardo is correct. Ariel is only one lap behind the leader at any given time. So it's pretty OP.
He's one lap behind Darnell's the problem.
There is a yellow
pretty
flag
OP.
going on here.
Oh, I would say that is for Huerta, who was moving very slowly and loses his spot to Simeon Naku.
Yep.
Looking a little
He's
squashed.
painting. All right, here we go.
Gap is down to 1.4. They coming.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
That's gonna be a good finish, Costa, Mr. Ricardo Costa. Don't go anywhere.
Yeah, I feel like this one's going to come down pretty close to the wire. They're making up about 3 to 4 tenths per lap, so they'll be right on top of him in about 3 laps, would be my thought. At the current rate. Kind of wish Raceroom took a page from ACC's book and gave you the last lap and not just the best lap. But we just have the best lap to work with here is Rodrigo Juarez and Kerry Arnaud battling it out for 13th place. Which one of you will sit on the throne of blades?
They made a show about that, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
Did it have Andy Blade in it? Or no, Curtis Blades was in it.
It did not have Curtis Blades.
Pretty sure it did.
Missed opportunity. Ruben Blades would be good too. Gap is down to 0.5, 0.4 seconds, so I think Ichazo made a mistake because he was not losing ground at this rate before. Now he is. He has lost about a full second this lap. And, well, we got 5 laps to go here for Josiah Jerome, Pedro Magalhães, and Joaquin Juan Urena to try to do something about it. Around the outside of Redifilio. Not sure if that's going to work out. Oh, Ichazo goes super deep and backs everybody up. Cheeky, but legal. And Juan Urena overtakes Pedro Magalhães in the confusion. Whoa, very wide, very wide. Luciano is feeling the pressure. I just don't want to see him run someone off the road like he did in race 1. I'd be pretty happy with that. Because he gave Ariel Zatoni a rough rub into Redifilio last race. Let's not have a repeat of that.
Unless he pays the fee this time.
I mean, you gotta pay for the rub and tug.
Whoa. We're not mature 18 plus here.
Wow, maybe you're not.
Josiah Jerome looking at the back end of the race leader, Luciano Chazo, towards Ascari. I don't think there's anything going here this time. Maybe
coming
Parabolica?
Down.
We'll see.
Coming down to the last 50 laps. Oh, sorry, 5 laps. My bad. Dyslexia.
And they all get into an accident, and Roman Barthez takes the win.
Oh, snap. Oh, boy, Irma for the win.
Back at Josiah Jerome to Joaquin Juan Urena, his championship rival. Pedro Magalhães wants to help the ESR cause, wants to attack Juan Urena. We'll see if he can. We're heading into Redifilio again. Josiah breaking out of the draft. He's going for the outside move again. Chazo went super deep last time and does so again. And Juan Urena touches him. It takes the lead.
He is now Joaquin on Sunshine.
Man, that was not the cleanest transition of leads, but I don't know if I can blame anyone, honestly. Ichazo went very, very deep there. It forced Josiah to go very deep as well. Magalhães cut the corner, and Juan Urena takes over. A complicated stewarding matter, I would say, as to what to do. I'm going to go ahead and blame
Scott Nick for this one.
Probably in the end of it, I'd go racing incident. Just too many moving parts to assign blame.
It was all Scott Nick's fault. That dastardly human.
Oh, Josiah gets rough out of the Lesbos, and I don't want to say lets Pedro Maglesh through, but I think with the mistake, he wasn't going to try and hold him.
Is
Why bother?
isn't Lebo like a bar in South Park?
Oh,
That
that's
could be.
Lesbos. Somebody off there.
Oh boy. Don't
believe
rejoin,
so.
don't rejoin.
Loose guards.
Sir.
I think that might be Vic Vega, I would imagine.
Alright. Is race 1 battle all over again.
All right. Magalesh at some point took over the lead. I didn't even see that. And
He's a ninja.
now has the lead. Looking for that double.
He's a tiny Portuguese ninja.
All right. 3 laps to go. Magalesh looking for the double. Juan Urena probably pretty happy, honestly, with 2 second places. He's beaten Josiah Jerome in both races, and that is really his only championship rival. So I'm not saying he's not going to go for the win. I'm not saying he doesn't want that win. I am, however, going to say he doesn't really need the win. So think about the championship picture. Also, a pretty good day for the Esports Racing Argentina crew from the team's championship standpoint, because while Magalesh and Josiah Jerome have given it their all and been strong, it's been a bit of a weaker day for the other ESR drivers, the supporting cast, as it were, because the next one is Simeon Naku in 8th place. Ariel Zatoni had a good race 1, but unfortunately wasn't a great race 2.
Reminder, the top 10 are the drivers that are going to score for your team.
So right now for ESR, that'd be Magalesh, Jerome, Naku, and Johnson. For Esports Racing Argentina, that's Juan Urena, Barthez, Ichazo, Gonzalez, and Huerta. And Tobias TH for Tugas.
And everybody knows that Tugas stands for too much gas.
And probably
They
it's
got
going to
the
be those
thrust.
10, because I'm looking back at Mateus Garcia in 11th place. He's 13 seconds behind Dennis Johnson. So I don't really think anyone in the bottom half of the field is going to be scoring for their team. But it's Monza. We could see tragedy. We could see issues. The internet could always get in the way. We'll see.
Tragedy.
Like that Bee Gees song?
I think Henrik Ermer may no longer be running because he has lost 2 laps in fairly rapid succession to Vic Vega. Yep, Ermer is out of the race. Or
He's
Ermer
Getting him a corn dog.
Henrik's the dad, right, Ricardo? Or is it Renee that is the dad? I forget which.
Renee sounds more like a dad name.
We were told the relationship at one point, but do not recall.
All I know is that Scott Nick was in like 12th, and he's having to fight for it now.
Yep, against Rodrigo Juarez. I believe that is the arc.
Rodrigo Juarez. Welcome to Juarez.
They will be battling it out. Really 2 battles going on right now. It's the battle for the win, Magalesh versus Juan Urena, and then it's Nick versus Juarez for 12th. Everybody else kind of sitting as a passenger right now.
If you have not seen the movie Sicario, I would recommend it. And then you will be saying, welcome to Juarez for the rest of your life. It's got Benicio del Toro.
It does.
It's got Thanos.
Josh Brolin. All right, Pedrosa defending to Redifilio. Last lap is on.
Boy, it's already over?
What? How much have you been drinking?
Almost.
It's a great race. I don't want it to end.
I don't want to miss a thing, so I flash my headlights, because I'm going to crash your car. Stewart's decision, everybody fired.
Come on, Josiah.
I don't think Josiah's. I think Josiah is a passenger at this point. The people who have control over their destiny are Pedro and Joaquin. Everybody else is just watching right now.
Giant steps are what you take, Joaquin, on the moon.
Pedro was a little bent out of shape right there.
The Variant
saying Pedro's
Ascari
geeky?
here. Would you believe me if I told you there has not been a single F1 champion from Italy since Albert Ascari won the title in 1953?
No, because I mean, look at how they play soccer.
I don't know why that still shocks me every time I think about that, but it has been a long time since Italy had a champion.
They can't walk around and kick a ball good. How are they going to drive?
Sir, they do it entirely because of, penalties.
It's
and
not because of the ladies.
It's going to be Pedro Magalesh, I think, as Mateus Gonzalez late here is caught up to Luciano Machado, who's going around to the outside of Parabolica. Interesting. Your winner is Magalesh from Juan Urena, Jerome Barthez. And at the line, is it Gonzalez? Is it Ichazo? I think it's Ichazo. I think it's Luciano.
Oh, baby, oh, baby, oh, baby.
We'll talk about a photo finish. It is Ichazo, Naku 8th, Huerta 9th, Johnson 10th. In his debut, Mateus Garcia coming home a pretty respectable 11th place. Heck of a race.
Your boy Scott Nick dropped down a little bit towards the end of the race there. I'm going to chalk that up to the immense amounts of heroin he's currently trying to traffic. I mean, what?
Are you saying that he is trying to enter Juarez?
Could be.
Kerry Arnaud in 14th place and bringing up the rear of the finishers, Rene Ermer and Vic Vega. There is your final results here at Monza.
The only one that I can see that got over 40 is Mr. Vega, so we're going to have to investigate that.
I think he was just driving a damaged car for most of the race. I imagine that's mostly going to be track cuts. And as he finished in last place, I feel it's kind of an open and shut case, to be honest.
Well, looks like AWS worked out pretty good for these guys. Did not see much jumping around.
Yeah, we had good reports from the Wednesday practice race. We had a couple of the Argentinians on there, and it's always Argentina that presents a couple of unique challenges when it comes to sim racing and the internet. So it did pretty well. I think it's generally a win, assuming that we can keep the cost from being insane.
Exactly.
So that was the
Temple
Temple Speed Monza. Tune in 2 weeks. We got Suzuka to wrap it all up in a nice bow. Don't know if it'll live up to the hype that was this race, because few tracks bring the level of overtake potential that Monza does, but I think it'll still be a very good one.
All right, everyone, we're stopping the stream. Thank you for following. Hit the like. Thank you.